Okay, just want to talk to you about a scene that I was just imagining, and it is a way to show the dynamics in a swinging relationship, or the dynamics of a beginning swinging relationship. Now, again, if you're not into swinging, okay, let's say that you're an adult producer and you're not into swinging, but you can understand the concept to some extent. This would be something that you may want to take a look at. Okay, this is going to have a little bit of dialogue, not much. Okay, because I don't think I need to make. I don't think I need to show the elements of a swinging relationship with 50 minutes of dialogue. Okay, so most of this is going to involve sex. It's going to involve very famous adult performers. Okay, and I know I got Johnny Sins in mind. Johnny Sins is one. Chris Stokes is another. Actually, my first preference for this would be Chris Stokes and Asa Kira, because I think they have great chemistry. I saw them in I think the Footsie Babe episode, and I think they had enough chemistry to pull this off. So anyways, let me just describe the scene very briefly. You have these two couples that have been together for 10 years. Okay. Um, they're couples who can talk pretty frankly about sex and even sexual fantasies involving other people. But they're still vanilla. They're still practicing monogamous sex. Um, at this point, they haven't really thought about having other partners until one day, Johnny or Chris Stokes, whoever he may choose, or he may choose somebody else. But Chris Stokes, I'll just leave it at one guy. Chris Stokes Chris Stokes wants to play a little practical joke where he can rile up, he can get Asa running a little bit. Okay, get her blood running, get her a little nervous. Okay, the day before their anniversary, he he sets up a male hot boy, and hot boy really means just a hunk. Sets up doesn't set us up with a hunk directly, but what happens is that Brandy Love has a party before the day before their anniversary, and he talks to Brandy and says that he want he wants her to get this male hunk to come to the party, and he's a Chippendales dancer, stereotypically of course. He's very good looking, um, and this dancer is, you know, flirting with Brandy, and Brandy likes this guy. He likes to flirt with this guy. He's a good-looking guy, and this guy likes to flirt back when he knows women appreciate him. So he's at the party. Dude's at the party. Asa's there, and and like I said, Asa and Brandy are very good friends. And Brandy starts to prod. Uh, Brandy starts to prod Asa, and in terms of she can intuitively know that she's attracted to him, but she doesn't want to say that because she doesn't want to say exactly what she wants to, what type of sexual fantasy she wants to engage in with. Well, again, basically, Brandy talks about, they have this conversation where Asa admits that she would have sex with him, but he's first of all, she doesn't do that type of thing if she's in a relationship, and also it would hurt Chris. So maybe Chris Stokes is not a good candidate because he is well endowed. We'll find somebody else. um, but anyways, she's just saying that I wouldn't engage in it because it would hurt Chris, and she's very uncomfortable talking about it, but she's blushing, and she admits it. Admits that she would, if she was single, she would have sex with him. Well, what happens is that Chris already knows this because Brandy tells him, and Chris and Brandy are pretty close friends in the sense that she understands the relationship and how Asa and Chris interact with one another. So to speed this up, at the anniversary, because we're at the 5:54 mark, and I want to make this very quick. At their celebrated anniversary, they have dinner, and Chris acts like he's a little put off. Not too much, but he's acting like he's a little put off, and or upset about something. And they have the dinner, and then they go to the bedroom. That's what they say. Like, maybe if I give him a little something, a little blowjob, maybe that'll loosen him up. And he says, you want to fuck so and so, don't you? He looks very serious at her, and she's like very defensive. She's like, oh, what are you talking about? I mean, that dude at the party. Brandy told me all about it. So why Brandy tell you how? She's getting very defensive, and she's like, well, I mean, she said like, honey, I'm with you, and how you can figure out how the dialogue would go. There's many ways the dialogue could go, as long as it doesn't go off in too much a tangent. So I don't have the dialogue written, fleshed out. But anyways, what happens is he basically says, look, dude, I'm getting turned on by this. Says he's turned on by this and tells her to feel his penis. And she thinks it's kind of weird, not because that's her boyfriend. She has felt his penis before, but it's just kind of like off the cuffs. He says, dude, you feel it many times anyways, just feel it. And she feels it, and it's hard. And in that moment, he tells her a deeper proposal where, he's fantasized about this guy having sex with his wife and him watching it and getting off on it, and how much it turns him on that she's being turned on and other guys want her. She hears this and she's like, it's not super easy, but it's not going to be a super easy sell. But what she says is that, well, I don't really want, I feel kind of guilty. I feel kind of guilty because I know you like a lot of women, and I've told you I'm uneasy about it, so I feel kind of guilty. And he goes, don't worry about it. I'm not doing this to get other chicks. I'm not doing this to have a threesome. If you want to have a threesome with a chick, fine. But if you're not comfortable with it, it's okay. I want you to be happy. This fantasy is not to, let's have two women, to blackmail you to have two women in the bedroom. I'm doing this because I think you will enjoy it. So don't worry about the two chicks. If you want to have two, if you're ready, have the two chicks, fine. I never asked you about it. And he expressed how really turned on he would be if he saw this. And he talks about other fantasies with other men and how it got him off. And eventually she becomes convinced that, hey, why not? Why not? And I guess he goes to some secluded place. The dude pays the hunk money, and there's the event. And hopefully this event will last, this dialogue will last half as much as I'm talking about it. But that's one of the ways that an adult you can introduce swinging relationships and the mentality and the mindset of a swinger warrior. Um, what goes through his brain? What goes through his brain or her brain? Because a woman could enjoy her husband having sex with women, and just enjoy that fact that his woman is a stud or his guy's a stud, and he can deliver the goods to other women. She had it. It's just something that boosts her ego. So that's it. That's basically the outline right now. I'll probably repeat this again many other times, but that's basically the general gist of the script. Have a nice day.